Hello students, welcome back to online session. This is Sridevi from Upper Public School. Okay, today I am going to continue the same chapter, that is India over ages. Okay, see, this is the 13th lesson from your textbook. Say children, before going to continue this lesson, I'd like to ask you few questions. That means I'd like to revise what you had learned in the last class. What did you learn in the last class, children? You learned what is history. What is the definition of history? Into how many periods is Indian history divided? Into how many periods Indian history is divided? It is divided into 3 periods. What are they? Ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. Next, in last class, we learned about the ancient history. Okay, the great civilization called Indus Valley Civilization. Next, coming of the Indo-Aryans regarding Vedic period. You learned about the Vedas. You learned about the epics, isn't it? Today we are going to learn about the rise of empires. Rise of empires. See, after the decline of Indus Valley civilization, what happened? Vedic period started. Okay, during this Vedic period, how many kingdoms were there? There were 16 kingdoms. There were 16 kingdoms in India. Okay, they were called as Mahajanapadas. See, what were they called? They were called as Mahajanapadas. Mahajanapadas means, what do you mean by Mahajanapadas? Mahajanapadas means bigger cities. Okay, Janapadas means smaller cities and Mahajanapadas were the bigger cities. Nowadays we have metropolitan cities now. What are the metropolitan cities? We have Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, Madras, Hyderabad, Bangalore. All these are metropolitan cities. Okay, in those days such cities were called as Mahajanapadas. Okay, Mahajanapadas had leader. Okay, Mahajanapada had a leader. What was that leader called? The leader was called as a Rajan. What was that leader called? Leader was called as Rajan. Now, let us see some of the Mahajanapadas of ancient India. Say Gandhara, Koshala, Anga, Avanti, Vajji, Kashi, and Magadha. These are some of the Mahajanapadas of ancient India. Let me write on the board. Okay. Say Gandhara, Koshala, Anga, Avanti, Vajji, Kashi, and Magadha. See, what were the Mahajanapadas of ancient India? Gandhara, Koshala, Anga, Avanti, Vajji, Kashi, and Magadha. These were the Mahajanapadas of ancient India. Okay, during Vedic period, these were the Mahajanapadas. Okay, see, the rulers of Mahajanapadas fought with each other. Why they fought with each other? Because they wanted to expand their kingdoms. How did they expand their kingdoms? By fighting with each other. In that fight, that means in the war, who used to win? No, the winner used to occupy the kingdoms of the loser. Okay, that means the losers used to hand over their kingdoms to the winner. In that way, they used to occupy the kingdoms. That means in that way, they used to enlarge their kingdoms. Okay. Say these Mahajanapadas, Magadha was the most powerful Mahajanapada. Okay, Magadha was the most powerful Mahajanapada. Magadha was ruled by Mauryan Empire. Mauryan Empire. Okay, Magadha was the most powerful Mahajanapada and it was ruled by Mauryan Empire. Okay, who founded Mauryan Empire? Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, Mauryan Empire was founded by, that means established by Chandragupta Maurya. Mauryan Empire was the first empire of India. The first empire of India. Which is the first empire of ancient India? First empire of India is Mauryan Empire. Okay. Who founded that Mauryan Empire? Chandragupta Maurya. Understood? See, Mauryan Empire was the most powerful empire. See, Mauryan Empire was regarded as the first empire of India. Understood? Next, Ashoka, one of the greatest kings. Ashoka, one of the greatest kings of India. Okay. Ashoka, one of the greatest kings of India, belonged to Mauryan Empire. Okay, he belonged to Mauryan Empire. See, Mauryan Empire was in peak. That means it was in highest position under the rule of Ashoka. Okay, under the rule of Ashoka. How was the Mauryan Empire? It was in peak. That means it was in highest position. Okay. See, Ashoka followed the path of non-violence. Okay. He followed the path of non-violence after Kalinga War. Okay. He fought Kalinga War. In that, number of people were died. Okay. By seeing that blood, flowing of the blood in the Kalinga battlefield, he wanted to change himself. That means he stopped fighting wars in future. Okay, that means he followed non-violence. He followed non-violence. Non-violence is nothing but following the peacefulness, not creating bloodshed, not beating, hurting, killing. All these things comes under non-violence. Okay, he followed the path of non-violence. Not only human beings. He did not want to hurt any living organism, living thing. Okay, that means who followed the path of non-violence? Ashoka followed the path of non-violence. He edited his writings. Okay, he edited his messages on the rocks and iron pillars. Rocks and iron pillar. See, he edited his writings. He edited his writings on rocks and iron pillars. Okay, from that we can get the information regarding the Mauryan Empire. Okay. Next is Gupta Empire. Next is Gupta Empire. Gupta Empire was another great empire of ancient India. Okay, Gupta rule was called as Golden Age of India. Gupta rule. Gupta rule is called as Golden Age of India. Okay, which rule is called as Golden Age of India? Gupta rule is called as Golden Age of India. Why? What is the reason? The reason is, say during the Gupta rule, during the Gupta period, so many improvements, so many developments have taken place in the field of science, medicine, literature, language, and astronomy. Say, Gupta period was called as a Golden Age of India. Okay, Gupta period is called Golden Age of India. Why? What is the reason? The reason is a number of developments have taken place in the field of science, medicine, literature, language, and astronomy. Because of that, that period was called as a Golden Age of India. Understood? What do you mean by astronomy? Astronomy is nothing but study of the stars, planets, etc. It is called as astronomy. Next, number of monuments were built in ancient India. Okay, during this period, number of monuments were built. What are the monuments built in ancient India? Let us see historical monuments. Khajuraho Temple, Khajuraho temples, Ajanta, the Ajanta and Ellora caves, the rock edicts of Ashoka, Sanchi Stupa, next Mahabodhi temple, Mahabodhi temple. Okay, these are the monuments which were built during the ancient period. Okay, what are the monuments? Historical monuments. These are the historical monuments. See, Khajuraho temples, next Ajanta and Ellora caves, rock edicts of Ashoka, Sanchi Stupa, and Mahabodhi temple. These are the monuments which were built in an ancient period. Okay, see, where are Khajuraho temples? Khajuraho temples are in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Khajuraho temples are in Madhya Pradesh, and Ajanta and Ellora caves, Central Maharashtra, rock edicts of Ashoka, Bihar, Sanchi Stupa, say Mahabodhi temple, Bihar. Understood? These are the historical monuments of ancient period. What do you mean by monument? Monument is nothing but big buildings, okay, or statues which are erected. Okay, statues, structures are which are erected. Next is medieval period. Medieval period. See, medieval period in India started with the coming of Turks. Okay, coming of Turks. Medieval period in India started with the coming of Turks. Turks invaded India. They conquered India and they established the longest kingdoms in Indian history. Longest kingdoms. In Indian history. Okay, they conquered India, they invaded India, and they established the longest kingdoms in Indian history. Turks came, see, Turks. Next, the Delhi Sultanate and the Mauryan Empire are the two major kingdoms of this period. Delhi Sultanate. Delhi Sultanate and Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire are the two major kingdoms of medieval period. Major means biggest. Okay, these are the two biggest biggest kingdoms of medieval periods. Which are the two major kingdoms of the medieval period? Delhi Sultanate and Mughal Empire. These are the two major kingdoms of the medieval period. Okay. Next, five powerful dynasties ruled India. Say, powerful dynasties ruled Delhi. Are together called as a Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Delhi Sultanate. What are Delhi Sultanate? Delhi Sultanate are nothing but the powerful dynasties that ruled Delhi. The powerful dynasties which are ruled Delhi are together called as a Delhi Sultanate. Now let us see which are the powerful dynasties that ruled Delhi. Say Mamluk dynasty. Mamluk dynasty. Khilji dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty. Sayyid dynasty. And Lodi dynasty. See, these are the five dynasties which ruled Delhi. Okay, these are the five dynasties which ruled Delhi are called as a Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Which are the five dynasties? Mamluk dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty, and Lodi dynasty. These are the five dynasties which ruled Delhi, and they are called as Delhi Sultanate. Now, next is Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire. Okay. Mughal Empire was established by Babur. Who established Mughal Empire? Mughal Empire was established by Babur, who came from Central India. He came from Central Asia. Okay, he came from Central Asia. See, Mughal Empire was established by Babur. Babur came from Central Asia. Okay. See, some of the remarkable rulers of Mughal Empire are Akbar, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. Okay. These are the notable rulers. These are the remarkable rulers, great rulers of Mughal Empire. Who? Akbar, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. Okay. Next, the Mughals had great love over art and architecture. Art and architecture. They loved art and architecture. They loved building monuments. Okay. This Mughal empires had great love on art and architecture. What are the monuments built by Mughal empires? Let us see now. Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Shalimar Gardens, Jama Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri, and Buland Darwaza. Okay, these are the monuments built during the Mughal period. Okay, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Shalimar Gardens, Jama Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri, and Buland Darwaza. These were the great monuments which were built during the Mughal Empire. Okay, say where is Taj Mahal? It is in Agra. Taj Mahal is in Agra. Red Fort, Delhi. Shalimar Gardens, Srinagar. Jama Masjid, Delhi. Fatehpur Sikri, Uttar Pradesh. And Buland Darwaza, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, these are the great monuments which were built during Mughal period. Next, see, in the south of our country, Vijayanagara Empire was the powerful empire. Okay. Vijayanagara Empire. See, Vijayanagara Empire was famous empire in south of our country. That means south of our country in South India. Which empire was very famous? Vijayanagara Empire. It was very powerful empire. It was ruled by Krishnadeva Raya. Okay, Vijayanagara Empire was ruled by whom? Krishnadeva Raya. See, during his period, several monuments were built near Hampi, Karnataka. Okay. These monuments give us information regarding Vijayanagara Empire. Okay. They were built near Hampi, Karnataka. Next, modern period. Next is modern period. See, modern period in Indian history started with the coming of British. See, listen here, what happened? The Europeans wanted to explore all over the world. That means they wanted to travel all over the world. So that is why they started the expedition. Expedition is journey. Like that, what happened? The British came to our country. Okay, British came to our country. That means modern period in India started by the British, coming of the British. See, actually, they came to India for trade purposes. So that is why they started a small trading company. Okay, small trading company called East India Company. East India Company. They started a small trading company in India called East India Company. Eventually, slowly, what happened day by day, year by year, they got total control over India and they started to rule India. Okay, they ruled India for 200 years. Okay, they ruled India for 200 years. Our great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, next Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and many other leaders fought hard in order to bring freedom to our country. Okay, see, regarding this, how to get freedom, regarding all the freedom fighters, you are going to learn more about that. Means about this modern period, you are going to learn in further lessons. Okay, regarding modern period, you are going to learn in detail in further lessons. Okay. Say, British built a number of historical monuments in our country when they were ruling. Say, now let us see what are they. Victoria Memorial. Victoria Memorial. Victoria Memorial. The Gateway of India. Fort St. George. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, etc. Okay, these were built by the Britishers during their rule. Okay, say and Rashtrapati Bhavan, etc. Okay, Rashtrapati Bhavan was also built during that period. Okay, see here. Children, by this, I'd like to stop today's class. I hope you all understood today's class. And always I say you to open the textbook and read the textbook. See, by reading textbook, you have so many advantages. Okay. See, while reading textbook also, I told you so many times to underline the hard words, and those hard words, what you have to say, you should not ask your elders. Make the habit of searching them in the dictionary. If at all you don't know how to search in the dictionary, you can take the advice of your elders. Say, if you don't understand in dictionary also, please ask me by calling. That means we are conducting interactive sessions now. Every Friday you have social interactive session. So you can call me and clarify your doubts. If not, you can call me personally also and clarify your doubts. I hope you understood today's class, and thank you, children. We shall meet in the next class.